Hey guys, so this video was supposed to be called A Day in My Life, but I woke up so depressed today, and I feel like Nigeria has messed up with a lot of us this past few days, and I am definitely one of them because I actually take things to heart a lot. During this election period, my hopes were actually high, and it just felt like Nigeria just shattered my hopes once again for this country, and it's so sad. I feel so sad. I've tried so many attempts to make this video without me crying, but it was to no avail. So I hope I don't cry in this one, even if I already have build-ups of tears in my eyes, but it's fine. Anyway, today's video is going to be called A Day in My Life as a Depressed Nigerian. Jesus is Lord. Let's not even talk about the fact that my phone almost fell. Let's just skip it. Okay, so this is why I actually feel depressed today. I don't know why I'm standing. Let me sit down first. We recently had an election in Nigeria. For those who don't know, for those who are not Nigerians, that might be watching this by God's grace, amen. We had an election in the country, and there was one candidate that was the people's choice. It was very obvious. Everybody was so hyped up about him. His name is Peter Obi. And during that period of campaigning, where everybody was always campaigning for the man, Peter Obi is going to be, everybody thought he was going to win. My hopes were actually very, very high. And then suddenly we did the election. Everybody was voting for him. Some people even fought to keep their votes.
Look at our ballot boxes. They're not meat. They can't. We need army presence here. We need army presence here. See, card donor vote, you come photo. Then they beat her, they use gun, they keep people for here.
They turned everything upside down. My God, calm down. They disrupted everything. You are one of them.
Don't cry, madam. Don't cry, madam. Don't cry. Even with blood dripping on your face, dripping from your face, you're still voting.
Because there was chaos. A lot of touts came to destroy the polling unit. Some people came to steal the ballot paper, while some came and burnt the ballot paper. Some actually chased everybody out of their polling unit.
See all of them, oh. See them, oh. See them here. See them, they scattered it, oh. They have scattered our polling units.
At the end of the day, everybody or most people eventually voted, and out of 100% of the whole Nigerians, let's say 70 to 80% were actually voting or rooting for this man called Peter Obi, and we actually voted him. My polling unit, the other parties were literally having 0 votes, while he was having a lot of votes. And it was weird. When the collation started, they started reading the numbers of people that voted for whichever party they voted for, and then at the end of the day, it turned out that another party won, which is obviously in the ruling area, or rather they are actually the people at the top that have been at the top of Nigeria for the past 8 years. So they actually won, which is Tinubu for APC. And there was so much pictures of the votes that was counted by so many people, and it was posted on the internet. So there was enough evidence to show that this particular man called Peter Obi is actually the one who is supposed to win. But at the end of the day, we live in a government where we practice dictatorship. it's actually not democracy. It's supposed to be democracy, but at this point, I don't think the people's choice actually matter in this country anymore, because obviously it felt like most of us just wasted our time. Some of us stayed there from the beginning of the voting to the end, just so they can see the INEC officials count their votes and upload the vote on their so-called beavers. But when we went to check the beavers upload in INEC's website, it was just a joke. Honestly, it was just a joke. There was no proper data analysis, nothing. It was just them snapping the votes on paper and just uploading it on their beavers. And some of the votes were obviously rigged, because some was actually cancelled. Guys, I'm trying my best not to cry, because I know that this country has lost all hopes. We in this country have actually lost hope, and it has actually required some of us to leave the country. But me, I don't want to go. I don't want to go anywhere. I actually want to stay here. So it's crazy that my vote doesn't even count, or the vote of the people doesn't even count. But at the end of the day, the advice I have for most Nigerians now is just right now, the advice I have for most Nigerians is, we know that some of us have actually lost hope in this country, but I just want to say, just hang in there. The fight is not over yet, because obviously it was obvious that the election was rigged. The fight is not over yet. It might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, but Nigeria is obviously and honestly going to become the country that we all pray for. So please just hang in there. Do whatever you can to help people that need help. And also, don't forget to go out and vote on Saturday for the gubernatorial election. Your votes really count. I'm trying to give advice right now, but I think that I actually need the advice more. I actually need the advice also. So if you have any advice for me, please just drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Thank you.